Hey, CrazyRonn here, playing Helldivers. We're gonna do a quick rundown. Helldivers is a good old twin-stick shooter that originated on the PS4, PS3, and Vita earlier in 2015. I think March? I don't remember exactly, but I played a little bit of it back then, and it just got around to releasing on PC. A PC port by Sony, nonetheless. Sony Mobile Entertainment or something like that. Doesn't seem like they usually do that. Anyway, Helldivers. Well, what is it? Like I said, it's a twin-stick shooter, but it's fun in the same vein that it's like Star Troopers and ODST the game. So let's go in. 4-player drop-in, drop-out co-op. I mean, it is pretty difficult at times. You have different sectors. You have 3 enemies to fight. The Illuminate have shields and a little more health. I think the bugs have more armor. Cyborgs, they're kind of like humanoid type enemies that shoot back, but not that well. You get different procedurally generated planets to do battle in. See that just ramp up in difficulty, and you have access to a large array of weapons and support items called stratagems. So we'll do something easy, since I'm just running this by myself for now. But you can, you have limited customization for your character. You can upgrade your weapons. You can upgrade your stratagems and your perks and all that. Like it's a game that you play towards something. It really is. So you can select your drop zone, or the host selects the drop zone. I'm gonna make that clear. You can have people drop in, even randoms, and the community's fairly nice and supportive. They're great. And let's see. Let's do an efficient path. We'll cut across here and then work our way up. So if you spawn on objective, there's more likely enemies to be present, and I don't like dealing with that. You can choose different weapons and their upgrades. I mean, I'm a decent level right now, so I have access to some interesting things. All-terrain boots. You got all these perks and stuff. Stratagems, which are like support items, and it's just great. So let's launch. I mean, it's easy. There are some there's some stratagems, as they're called, like call-in supports that are conducive to success for a solo player. But there's also things that allow you to help out and be a team player as well. So here we are. I'm gonna call this one drone that provides fire support. And here's the thing: to call in these drops or these stratagems, you have to use button combinations. There's a lot of quick time events in this game. It's one of the cornerstones of difficulty. Friendly fire is on and can't be turned off, like ever. So don't shoot your friends. Unlike some twin-stick shooters, you do have limited ammo, so that is something to keep in mind. I also have this reconnaissance drone. So stratagems have oh, there's bugs. Yeah, so there's bugs, there's cyborgs, and then there's, like, I think these squid people. Don't really know. But basically the idea is you can check the map in the bottom left there. The red markers indicate enemies or an enemy patrol, and if they spot you, if you don't kill them quick enough, they'll call for reinforcements. So you don't want that. If you want to do stealth, especially if you're soloing, you kind of want to make sure... See, look, they called it in. You kind of want to make sure that you don't have to... Like, you want to keep the fighting minimal. And you can technically eliminate their call-ins real quick, like, but if you take too long, you can pretty much trigger an infinite response. So there's different objectives. There's capture objectives, there's defend objectives, there's different stratagems. There's air support stratagems, there's vehicle stratagems, there's specialist weapons. I mean, I have like I think more or less a passive thing where I have this drone that it has infinite life and health, but does have limited weapon capacity. Or magazine capacity. Sorry. Yep. And this is very Starship Trooper-esque. Yes, and when you die solo, you get dropped back in. When you're with other players, you can they can call down. They have to call and drop pod for you. As with most things, there's a difficult quick time event related to bringing yourself back up. That mostly has to do with mashing A as much as you can, or whatever your key is. Because since this is on PC on Steam, it does support both 360 and PlayStation 4 controllers. It's really nice. Now that I think about it, a good stratagem to have for, especially when playing solo like this and capture objectives, is having defensive turrets, because it's more than possible. But thankfully, since I'm on an easy difficulty, I don't have to fight harder enemies. Because there's like different tiers of enemies, different enemy types. I mean, this is totally like Starship Troopers now, where I'm fighting off a mass of bugs. I guess the good news to me dying is that I got a full mag resupply. But you want good fire discipline, you want accuracy, especially when playing with teammates, because you don't want to get screwed over. Because friendly fire is quite a thing, and weapons do get more inaccurate the farther you fire, or inaccurate. And some weapons do have range as well. Like submachine guns have pretty short range; the bullets fall short. Oh yeah, there's these things called samples, which determine your upgrades. Like you collect 10 samples, you get a research point. Research points are the things you use to upgrade your stratagems and your weapons. Oh. I need a metal detector for this next one. Whoops. You can squeeze off single shots, but pretty much all weapons are automatic capable. It is going to be worth memorizing some key combos. Mostly the ammo. Ow! I forgot. Even after you take their head off, they're still going to be able to hit you. Come on. There you go. Use metal detector, diffuse. Could be all Jeremy Renner here. The only difference is if you screw up your key combination as a deminer, you die. Like, flat out. You don't even get downed. Because you can get downed, and when you're solo, when you get downed, you have to just mash A as much as you can. But, yeah, I'm not good with that on a controller. I'm good at it on my mechanical keyboard, but you can't have a mechanical keyboard and the, control at the same time. So the ammo doesn't reconsolidate. So like if you reload a mag, it doesn't dump the spare mags in the in your inventory. It tosses it completely. So it is worth you know, making sure your mag is full at correct times, and you have to figure out when it's a good time to just drop the mag. Come on. There it is. Other QuickTime events, they are not as dire. Like, there's some others that you can fail multiple times and it won't kill you. This, on the other hand, will kill you if you screw it up. That's a lot of downs. There you go. Now, after you complete the objective, you go to the LZ. You can fail some objectives, like, for example, it's hard to fail capture the area and defuse bombs, but there is one where you have to defend particular military installations, like missile launchers and stuff like that. Or, actually, you can also rescue survivors. You can definitely screw that up. Like, a funny thing sample. A funny thing I tend to witness is people intentionally running over survivors, because there are vehicles, so that they don't have to deal with them. You get less XP for not completing your objectives. But everyone's effort is, like, you know, a unified, consolidated effort. Like, whoever's connected online and on the server. Ow. And contributes to a galactic campaign of sorts. Oh. Get off me. Come on, mash, 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 mash. I'm glad it's drone backing me up. Get up. You do regenerate health slowly, like really slowly over time. I don't know what that secondary red bar is. Oh, the secondary red bar is bleed out bar, which I've never seen get expended. The main bar, on the other hand, is
Equipment on its way.
the main bar is just your health, like the right bar. So you can screw up these stratagem calls, but stuff like the bomb you don't want. Oh yeah, and also be mindful of pod drops, because you will get your ass killed. I guess I can't hit that guy from where I'm standing or where I'm aiming. I know, I'm just gonna ignore him a bit. Okay, now I can kill him. Oh wait, I'm reloading. Oh yeah, and it's funny when that ship dropping kills players. Just don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. And there you go. That's a run in the park for a Helldiver, as they're called. They're kind of like ODST, because ODST guys are nicknamed Helljumpers. And so look at that. You get an after-action report, and you get stars based on completing either all the objectives, extracting everybody, and having the least amount of deaths. Since I'm solo, I usually, you can usually get that last star fairly easily. It's hard not to earn that last star when playing solo. I think it's like a pity point. And there you go. Overall event. Right now, I am involved in an event because the way the Galactic campaign works is, we are defending, or actually, it has to do with the backstory. Super Earth is the future. This is the future Earth right there in the center of the map. Super Earth, where it's completely ruled by managed democracy to the point where, you know, where elections are more predictable and people are fighting for things that they don't fully understand. We invade alien planets. We drop in heavy military equipment and resource gathering materials and drills, oil drills, SAM sites, that kind of stuff, to, you know, defend our assets and our foreign interests abroad. Then we extract real quickly with no real exit strategy, and yeah, we leave our equipment behind and it just leaves it to the dust. So, you know, totally not a social commentary. But we can, as you notice how the section's made up in chunks, so every chunk you collectively clear with the rest of the people on the server. I mean, it actually shows the numbers right now, people present on the server in each particular sector. They'll all contribute to that the influence bar that I had in the after action report. Once it gets full in one sector, it moves to the next sector, and it just slowly moves its way up until it reaches the home world. Then after a couple hours, we need to get influence maxed out before the bar goes all the way down, like the time limit in the bottom right there. So once that goes down, then they'll counterattack and they can push us back, kind of deal. And so, yeah, that's it. I mean, I think they could push us back. I do know they can attack capitals though. So we did a level 3. We can do a level 5, or yeah, let's do level 5. Why not? So see, there's different objectives. There's like destroy AA, retrieve black box, which is a pain in the ass. You have to carry a box and you can only use one-handed weapons. There's assassinate and capture areas, repair and fire artillery. So there's some interesting ones here. We can do the assassinate one. I could probably try for the achievement to run a guy over with a tank. Like, there are achievements that are funny like that, and a lot of references to StarCraft and Starship Troopers and all that. So you can complete all the missions in an area, and you unlock like a special thing, like a stratagem or XP bonus. So this should be good. I always tend to use the all-terrain boots just because water, snow, you know, that kind of stuff will slow your movement down, and movement is life because you have to drag people along. I mean, stuff like cyborgs and the Illuminate are different. They actually have like range attacks, but
dropping equipment. Repeat.
yeah,
Dropping equipment. Stand
bugs
by.
you can
Equipment
literally
on its
just
way.
string about. All right, so since I'm by myself, if you open up your server from private to public, you can throw down an SOS beacon, which requests for help, and anyone in the public lobby can see it and grab it and help you out, like drop in. It's a really cool drop in drop out system. If you keep it public, they can enter in their as of their own volition, you know, which is nice. Oh yeah, and you can also dive to prone, which is important because defense. There's a lot of, well, not really a lot of, but there's a couple defensive assets that don't really discriminate. Well, they don't shoot at you directly, but there's like a minigun defense turret that there's a minigun defense turret that just sprays around, and it doesn't really pay attention to where it's firing. It won't fire at you, or it doesn't fire at all moving targets, but oh, dogs! I hate dogs. I'm getting Call of Duty 4 flashbacks. It doesn't really discriminate. Like, you can stand, if there's an enemy between you and the turret, it will shoot your ass. Diving prone also allows you to stand in front of a fellow Helldiver, and he won't shoot your ass. So, there's that. I'm heading in the wrong direction. We got, like, lush environments. They got different times of day that you tackle the missions, you know? There's night, dawn, day. There's different biomes, like desert planets, which are easiest to move around in. Because there's, you know, no terrain hampering. Look at them, they're on the other side of that wall. I can't pick up this ammo. Is this not my kind of ammo? It's not. Oh, there's the guy I need to assassinate. Oh god. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Look at that long bloodstream. Go, 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 go. Oh, jeez. He curb stomped my ass. Grenade! Oh, damn. I literally killed myself with that. I threw a grenade, thought it was gonna land closer to him. Still went for my droid. Grab that. You can also, like, purposely kill heavily armored enemies using nothing but call drops. Oh god. Oh, got slashed. Goddamn Edward Scissorhands right here. Or what is it? Wolverine. Yeah, Wolverine would be more fitting. And so yeah, when you fail the objective, the only way you can actually keep your samples that you pick up, or, you know, you still get XP for trying a mission, but for important stuff like research points, you only get while succeeding in extracting your mission. So, like, see, I have one research point. I can research armor-piercing ammunition, extend magazine, that kind of stuff. Stratagems also fall in the same way. Like, you can upgrade them as well. There's a lot of weapons available, especially have the DLC pack. Because Helldivers did release a lot of DLC on the Sony systems before arriving on PC, and they had like what was it? An all-in-one edition, like an ultimate edition with all the DLC. So, but I think that's all I can really describe for Twirl. Love controllers for this game anyway. But yeah, that's all I have to really explain for Helldivers. It's an experience in itself. It's worth playing, and the fact that you have drop in, drop out, and you can do also couch co-op. Like, you can couch co-op and do multiplayer at the same time. I can have, like, you know, someone show up, and they have access to pretty much the same stuff I do. That I have unlocked. So pretty much the people playing with you have as much as as much equipment as you have available. So actually, how do you get these guys to aim? I've never used a mouse. Oh, you use the right stick. Dude, the right stick's probably easier to aim with than a controller. Holy jeez. Or so, the right mouse is way easier because you can just, like, hold it right and then pinpoint and then fire, pinpoint and then fire, pinpoint and then fire. While the right stick, you kind of have to get you know, your hand-eye coordination down. Oh well, and I'm as always just start rambling. So yeah, this is Helldivers. Would I recommend it? It's only $20 for the base version, which is a lot of game. There's I think level cap is 50, and right now I'm at 14, and there are just still things out and about that goodbye world. There are still things I want to unlock. I still don't have all the stratagems because certain planets unlock stratagems, and certain stratagems are on harder difficulty planets. Yeah, there might be a couple things here and there that some hardcore Helldiver fans would get on me about, but this is as far as I can remember. So this is Helldivers. It's fun, and you know what? I'm gonna keep playing it. You can go to multiplayer, and you can just join whoever. So yeah, that's that. So until next time, I'll probably do some more videos in this with couch co-op, not solo. Solo's kind of boring to record because you kind of have to literally ninja your way about on harder difficulties. But the XP is good, and you need to adjust your stratagems accordingly. So until next time, CrazyRonn out.